Hi friends, welcome to English classes. Today we are going to discuss about the difference between the uses of present continuous and simple present. How can they be used? Those who haven't subscribed our channel yet, please go through this video, and if you like it, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Let's start. Present continuous tense is used to denote something that's happening in and around us, or something that is happening in front of us, or something that is happening at the time of speaking. The water is boiling. Can you turn it off? It happens in front of our eyes. So if you just raise a question that what language are they speaking? Listen to those people. What language are they speaking? So that is happening in front of you. If you say that Maria lives in London or Britain, she is learning English. So it may not be done at the time of speaking, but at the same time it is going on in and around. Like if you say population of the world is rising high. So that is not happening in front of our eyes, but it happens in and around. So these types of actions are stated in present continuous. Let's go with the next one. Present simple is used to denote the things that are in general or considered to be, or the facts, or the things that happen repeatedly, or habitual actions. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It doesn't rain very much in summer. What do you usually do at weekends? What do you do? This question is about your job. What do you do? So what's your job? I always go to bed before midnight. Most people learn to swim when they are children. All these are considered to be the things that happen in and around us generally, or considered to be a fact. Otherwise, it can happen repeatedly. I go to school, I go to college every day, I go to office every day. These are considered to be repeated action. All these types of actions are stated in present simple. When we take the case of a situation, so there are two ways we can express the situation. If it is a temporary situation, it will be expressed with the help of present continuous. For example, I am living with my friends until I find a flat. You are working hard today. Yes, I have got a lot to do. So with these two examples, we come to know that it is used about the temporary situation, that is an arrangement for the time being. But later on, if it is to be changed, then I live in my flat, that is, or I live in Bangalore, or she lives at a particular street. So if we take the case, that means if it is considered to be permanent, suppose I take a person's job, so that we can say the same thing in two ways. He is working in a bank, or he works in a bank. He works in a bank is considered to be a permanent thing. Until he or she retires, he or she will be working in the bank as a permanent employee. That says about the permanency. But if you take the case that she is working in a bank, that means it is an arrangement. It is considered to be a temporary arrangement. My parents live in London. That is considered to be a fact, and it is considered to be a permanent thing. John isn't lazy. He works very hard most of the time. So John is not lazy one. So the reason is stated. What is the reason? He works very hard most of the time. So we cannot call him lazy. So when we take the case of these types of situations, they are considered to be permanent in comparison with the statements that we usually make in present continuous tense. Usually we say, I always do. So for such type of sentences cannot be said that I am always doing, because these types of statements are usually made only in simple present tense. I always go to work by car. It's a usual thing, regular thing. It cannot be stated as I am going to work by car every day. So you can also say that I am always doing something. We can say that along with ing. So what is the difference between the same? I have lost my key again. I am always losing my keys. So if you say that always losing, means he or she loses things every time, then it doesn't mean that she has a habit of losing everything and anything he gets or she gets. But at the same time, it is considered to be quite normal with her to lose something in between. So that this particular nature, this particular character or the nature of that particular person, that is stated with the help of these sort of sentences. For example, you are always watching television. Doesn't mean that you watch television all the time. So at the same time, we can say that it is considered to be a temporary thing. It may be done in between. So these types of things are said with the help of present continuous tense. But if you say that I always go to work by car, means it is considered to be a regular or permanent by its nature. So it is always stated in simple present tense. Then at the same time, you can just make like that John is never satisfied. He is always complaining. So John's particular behavior is stated over there. So that is stated in simple present tense, that you can see John is never satisfied. That is simple present tense. Next one is always complaining. His character, as the part of his character, he complains. So it comes in between. So these types of sentences are stated in present continuous tense. Then when we take the case of the verbs of perception, especially if we take the case of the verbs like know, like, etc., we cannot say that I am knowing or I am liking, but we have to say that I know, we like, or they like, etc. So the following verbs, they are not normally used in present continuous tense. Hate, like, love, know, belong, realize, contain, want, suppose, consist, need, mean, depend, prefer, understand, seem, believe, remember, etc. They cannot be used in present continuous tense. Usually they use in simple present tense. It doesn't mean that you can never use it. You can use it, but when you use it, the meaning of the verb is changed. For example, I am hungry. I want something to eat. Their want is used in simple present tense. Do you understand what I mean? Mean is used in simple present tense form. Then doesn't seem very happy at the moment. Seem. The entire sentence is given in simple present tense. What we perceive, what we feel, what we like, what we hate, what we love, what we know, in exact meaning of the same verbs, we have to use in present simple. And doesn't seem very happy at the moment. But if you take the case of the verb believe, you can see that it can be used in two ways. For example, what do you think? That means what do you believe will happen. So that is based on your belief. Belief is considered to be the meaning attributed to think. Then you look serious. What are you thinking about? So here it is asked about the idea that's going on in your mind. Then again, the word thinking has been used in a different way. I'm thinking of giving up my job. I'm considering the idea. That means I consider the same. So here, thinking means consider. So that is what the meaning that is used over here. So if you take the case of the verb have, it usually means that possess. That shows the ownership. If you take the case, we are enjoying our holiday. We have a nice room in the hotel. So have a nice room means we possess. It cannot be said that we are having. We are having our room means we are eating it, or we are enjoying it. This is what the meaning. That means you are enjoying being inside the room. Otherwise, it can be you are eating the room. So these are the two other meaning for having. And I am having my lunch, so I am eating. Then if you say that we are having a great time, we are enjoying our holiday, and we are having a great time. Enjoy. Enjoy is the usual form. Enjoy means to just get happiness or feel happiness. But at the same time here it is used as making fun of. We are enjoying our holiday. We are making fun of the time. So that's what I said over there in the first part. Second part, we are having a great time. We are or we take our time to enjoy. So here having is used in other form as merriment, enjoyment. So this is what the difference. When we use have, the direct form, it means possess. But if we use the same with the other form, we can see that along with ing, the verb's meaning has been changed. Then normally we use present symbol when we use the verbs like see, hear, smell, taste, etc. They are considered to be verbs of perception. They are usually used in simple present tense. Do you see the man over there? So here it is. It means exactly look, perceive. The other one, this room smells. So what I smell, what I feel, what I perceive, that is stated over there. But if we just use see or hear, smell along with can also, there also we usually use the direct form. Can you hear something? Can you listen it? Can you smell it? Can you taste it? So there we use it in the direct form itself. But if you use the same with a continuous form, it has a different meaning. I am seeing the manager tomorrow morning. That means you are going to have a meeting with the manager. So have a meeting. This is what the meaning of the verb seeing. Then the present continuous tense form be. That means the other forms we usually use as is, am, are. We can use I am being, or he is being, you are being, etc. What is the difference between when we use is, am, are directly or I am being used? I am a teacher or I am being a teacher. So I am being a teacher means I am behaving like a teacher or I am acting as a teacher. Then if I say that I am a teacher, that means I am really a teacher. So that states about my state of being. I am a teacher means I am being in the condition of a teacher. I am being in the state of a teacher. But if I say that I am being a teacher, that means I am acting as a teacher. Then this is what the exact case. I can understand why he is being so selfish. That means he is actually not selfish, but he acts as a, or he behaves as a selfish now. The next one, he never thinks about other people. He is very selfish. So the second one here, this selfish is considered to be the real nature of a person. So usually when we say that, usually we cannot say that how a particular person would be behaving along with the ing form. It can be said as how he behaves. So in the same way, we can say that is it hot today? It is hot today. Then Sarah is very tired, etc. If we say these sentences, that says about a particular condition. But when being is added, the condition as well as the meaning of this particular term changes. The last part, that look and feel. If you take the case of look, we can see that and feel. Sometimes they are used with the equal meaning. Either they are added with ing or not. You look very well today. You look very well today. That is usual form. Then you are looking very well today, or you are looking well today. So that means as my perception, as I see, I feel so. This is what the meaning of looking. But when you say that you look well today, means I perceive, I feel, I see you in the condition of something that is good. But the other one, when you say that you are looking well today, I perceive, I feel that you have made something difference and you make pretty well today. Then how do you feel now, or how are you feeling now? How do you feel now is about what's your exact the feeling, feel exactly how do you feel, how do you exactly feel a particular thing. The other one, how are you feeling, then what are the things going on in your mind. So how the things are kept in your mind about a particular thing. So what's your perspective, what's your point of view. So this is what the difference. I usually feel tired in the morning. If you say that I am feeling tired, it has a different meaning. You will be stating that you are acting tired. So this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to wish you an amazing day. Thank you.